Hello, dear friend. Welcome to Olympiadia channel. My name is Hossein Mardani, and I'm here teach you the mathematical triangle formula. In this lesson, we're going to pay to obtain the cosecant of alpha, which alpha is a angle which is the result of summation of two inverse cotangent of a angle a result. So let's read the question and we can pay to this problem. The question is, find the result of cosecant of alpha that alpha is an angle in first quadrant of the unit circle and is equal to alpha is equal to inverse cotangent of 3 plus inverse cotangent of 4. So inverse cotangent of something is the angle which the cotangent of that angle is equal to that number. For example, inverse cotangent of 3 is an angle which if we take a cotangent from that angle, we reach to the number 3. So alpha is the angle is the summation of two angle of inverse cotangent of 3 plus inverse cotangent of 4. So the problem asks us to get the cosecant of alpha. And cosecant of alpha, it means to the 1 over sinus of alpha. So we can replace cosecant of alpha is equal to 1 over sinus of alpha. And the aim is to get the sinus of alpha, and for that reason we can pay to how to get the sinus of alpha from cotangent of alpha, or how to get to the sinus of alpha from cotangent of alpha. But before that, we have to get the cotangent of alpha. So for that reason, we can go inverse path from the cosecant into alpha. And we try to get the formula from the cosecant into cotangent of alpha. So we know that the formula is always available. The sinus of alpha to the power of 2 plus cosine of alpha to the power of 2 is equal to 1. So that formula is always true for all the alpha angles. And we have to get this formula and pay to the formula of knowing the cotangent of alpha and until reach to the cosecant of alpha. So by dividing the both side of the equation by sinus of alpha to the power of 2, we can lead to this formula. The sinus of alpha to the power of 2 divided by sinus of alpha to the power of 2 plus cosine of alpha to the power of 2 divided by sinus of alpha to the power of 2 is equal to 1 over the sinus of alpha to the power of 2. Now we can check the equation and simplify these results. The sinus of alpha to the power of 2 divided by the sinus of alpha to the power of 2 can simplify to the number 1 by assuming that the sinus of alpha isn't equal to 0. And the cosine of alpha to the power of 2 divided by sinus of alpha to the power of 2 is equal to cotangent of alpha to the power of 2, because cosine of alpha divided by sinus of alpha is equal to cotangent of alpha. And in the right side of equation, we have 1 over sinus of alpha to the power of 2, and we get them leave as it is. Okay, we can lead to the formula from cotangent into sinus of alpha. And the aim is to get the 1 over sinus of alpha. So 1 over the sinus of alpha is equal to square root of 1 plus cotangent of alpha to the power of 2. So the square root of 1 plus cotangent of alpha to the power of 2 is equal to 1 over sinus of alpha or cosecant of alpha. So the aim is to get the cotangent of alpha from knowing the problem, and we have to get the formula from the cotangent of summation of two angles. So cotangent of summation of two angles like A and B is equal to cotangent of A plus B is equal to cotangent of A dot cotangent of B minus 1 over cotangent of A plus cotangent of B, and this is the formula for cotangent of summation of two angles like A and B. And by replacing A and B of the number inverse cotangent of 3 and inverse cotangent of 4, we can obtain the result of this equation. So cotangent inverse of 3 plus cotangent inverse of 4 is equal to cotangent inverse of 3 dot cotangent inverse of 4 minus 1 over cotangent inverse of 3 plus cotangent inverse of 4. And these cotangent and inverse cotangent can be simplified each other and will lead to the inside number as the input argument of that function. So the result is 3 times 4 minus 1 over 3 plus 4. And the result is 11 over the number 7. So the cotangent of alpha to the power of 2 is equal to 11 over 7 to the power of 2, which is equal to 121 over 49. That's it? No. One stage is rest. The next stage is to get the number of cosecant of alpha from knowing cotangent of alpha. So back to our main formula, we can have this formula as the square root of 1 plus cotangent of alpha to the power of 2 is equal to cosecant of alpha. So cosecant of alpha is equal to the square root of 1 plus 121 over 49. The result is 170 over 49 under the radical. And 49 under radical is simplified to 7. So the final result is the square root of 170 over the number 7. So we can lead to our answer. The answer is cosecant of alpha is equal to the square root of 170 over the number 7. Okay, we can until reach to our answer. I hope you all enjoyed this question, and until the next video, have fun and goodbye.